this is not fair. Aren't you the Persona guy?
I have my ultimate. I'm ready to use it. Persona!
Welcome back to Are You Smarter Than a Plat Player, the game show where I bring on streamers to see if they're smarter than the average Overwatch player. I'll break it down for those who are new here, but if you already know how the show works, feel free to skip ahead. Each streamer will get to choose from a pool of 5 students to help them out, with the default pool being 5 Platinum students. However, they can choose a higher ranked student pool to help them for a point reduction, or they could choose lower ranked students for a point multiplier. Each streamer will need to answer 10 questions with the help of not only their students, but also lifelines, such as Inversight, Duplicate, Winston's Recall, and Chat Pool. Streamers have $200 to spend on 2 lifelines of their choice, and any leftover money will go to their final score. In addition to their 2 paid lifelines, each streamer has a free automatic lifeline called Resurrect, which allows them to be saved if they get a question wrong but their student gets it correct. If they get a question wrong without being resurrected, they get put on a point penalty for each question missed, but if they get 3 questions wrong, their score gets set to 0 and they're out. Finally, if streamers make it past all 10 questions, they'll need to answer the final bonus question with no lifelines or student help to prove that they are, in fact, smarter than a Plat player. If you want to be a student on a future episode, feel free to sign up in my Discord server. You can also submit trivia to be featured on these shows by using the link in the description. Now, let's find out if today's streamer has what it takes to be smarter than a Plat player.
So, where are you going to take us? What students are you wanting?
Oh, okay. So wait, I have everyone from all ranks here. That's not freaking diamonds. What the hell? Sorry, let's do gold. Let's get some gold in here.
Frogger, we scripted this earlier. You asked for Plat players.
Oh, sorry. Wait, let's get some Plat. Sorry. Let's get some Plat.
So,
Yeah.
you could go ahead and choose your first student if you want to, like, just kind of ask, like, oh, whatever you want to do to vibe check to see who wants to be your first student. Go ahead.
I know who every single person here is. Okay, we've got... Yeah, I know who everyone here is. Except that one guy, which is not going to get subbed in ever. Just for that skin alone. Let's get Elfarian.
Hi, my name is Elfari. My favorite subjects are English, history, and reading. How you doing, man? How you doing? What's up?
That's good. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you, Adam. Let's do reading since this human likes reading, I guess.
What was the name of Soldier 76's partner? A. Olivia, B. Vincent, C. Emily, or D. Gabriel?
Why did you put women's names?
Listen, I didn't write this. I was just about to say that, like, if you answer 2 of these, you will be getting canceled, all right?
Okay, so I just lock in my answer?
Yeah, go ahead if you want to talk us through your thought process.
Okay, well, I've read the Lore Dump when Soldier hung out with Yachty and all that sort of stuff, and I'm gonna lock in Vincent. B.
All right. Are you sure you don't want to go Olivia?
Yeah. I'm 100% sure.
All right, no, you are absolutely correct, and so is your student. So you guys are off to a good start. All right, question 2. We have science for bronze difficulty, so 200 points for that. And then we have art and English for our unranked difficulty with 100 points each. Where would you like to go?
What's science again? What's that cover?
Can we, editor, when we edit this, can we put in that clip of Frogger saying, I don't need it? Do you want me to send you a screenshot of this so that you can refer back to, like, what the subjects are?
Nah, I'll remember it.
All right.
Let's do science.
How can D.Va break Sigma's accretion? A. She can break it with micro missiles. B. She could absorb it with defense matrix. C. She can use Booster's unstoppable status to armor through it. Or D. She cannot break it.
D. She cannot break it. She can't.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna lock it in?
Yeah, lock it in.
All right. Your student also put D. Oh, you're getting excited, but what if you get it wrong? You can't get resurrected. You're celebrating too soon.
Oh, true.
But you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah,
you both got it right. Yeah, you guys got it.
Yeah!
It was in fact D. D.Va could do absolutely nothing to break a Sigma rock. So now you
Yep,
get to pick a new student. So
Okay, let's get an introduction from that one guy. I want to see what their problem is.
My problem? What? I got nothing wrong with me
oh,
here.
exactly who
Okay.
you're referring to.
Didn't even say this guy could come up. They just did it anyway. But whatever, they can just whatever.
Oh.
All right, let's get that one guy up here. All right, let's get
My bad.
this freaky little fella up here.
All right, so we have history, reading, and geography, with geography being our first silver question of the show. Where are you going to take us?
I'm gonna look in geography.
All right, geography. Which control point of Nepal is this? A, shrine, B, village, C, sanctum, or D, this is not Nepal?
D. This is not Nepal. This is not Nepal. This is Shambhali Monastery, one of the newest maps to come to Overwatch 2 Season 2 where Remaster is released. Boom!
Right, all right. Your student also put D, but they did lock in after you, so, you know, for all I know, that they're just, you know, they're copying you, but... You guys
I wouldn't be
were
surprised.
both correct. It is, in fact, D. You're on a pretty good run so far. Question 4.
Let's do social studies.
Oh,
do it.
hell yeah. I get so hyped when people pick social studies. All right.
You've been hyping this up. I need to see what this
Hell
is.
yeah. Let's see. Which role got the most skins in the Phantom Thieves collaboration? Oh, this is not fair. Aren't you the Persona guy?
Oh, wow.
This is rigged. Unbelievable. A,
wow.
damage. B, support. C, tank. Or D, support and damage.
Well, Diva only got one skin. Wait, am I cooked? I'm trying to think. You had... Hold on, I'm using my mic to lock. Wait, you had Diva as Makoto. You had Genji Ryuji. You had Life Fever, Panther. Oh, B, support. Boom.
All right. Are you missing any skins?
Wu Young. But, you know, I didn't want to bring him up. I hate him.
You hate Wooyoung or you hate Joker?
Wu Young.
Really? Wait, what's the lore with that?
He's going to steal Lucio's skins.
Oh, okay. Actually, yeah, I can see that. No, I can see that. I like playing Wooyoung, so I'm cool with that. But I can see why Lucio players would be upset. All right, your students locked in B, and they keep locking in after you. I think you have somebody copied off your answers. I'm gonna be real. Are you his student or is he yours?
I mean, he's got the octopus skin on. What do you expect?
All right.
What do you expect? I've got the octopus skin on.
I mean, obviously this question was rigged, given the Persona guy the Persona question. Of course, you got it right. It was, in fact, B, with
Yup.
Mercy,
Yup.
Lifeweaver, and Wooyoung getting Persona skins. All right.
I almost said D. I got a little bit, but I was like, nah, there wasn't a DPS. I almost got caught there.
All right, it's time to pick a new student.
Oh, new student. Let's take a look. Let's get Totes in. What's up, Totes?
So we have history and art for silver difficulty and reading for gold difficulty for 550 points. Where would you like to take us?
Okay, let's do, I'm gonna be honest, history, I'm gonna get cooked on. Art, I'm probably gonna get cooked on. Let's just do reading. Let's just go straight for gold for the 550 points. Boom! Let's do it.
What is the significance of Zarya's 512 tattoo? A, her birthday. B, her weightlifting record. C, the number of null sector bots she claims to have destroyed. Or D, her serial designation from when she served in the Russian Defense Forces.
All right, so the birthday doesn't really make much sense. I'm gonna be honest, that kind of seems like a boring tattoo. B, her weightlifting record, I can see it, I can understand it, but at the same time, you know, you can improve it. There's no way you wouldn't stop there. You know, you can always go better and higher and all that sort of stuff. She's the strongest woman in the world, you know what I mean? The number of null sector bots she claims to have destroyed. Just don't think this one's gonna make much sense because it was the Omnic Crisis, I'm thinking, and the null sector is also different, I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong. Her serial designation from when she served in the Russian Defense Force. I think it's gonna be D, ladies and gentlemen.
D, as in serial designation from when she served in the Russian Defense Forces?
Correct!
All right. I wish I can also say correct, but unfortunately I cannot, Frogger.
What?
It is
What is
not, in fact, D. It is B, her weightlifting record.
Well, that's stupid. She can always do better and lift higher. Why would she just do 512? She could probably do 513 at some point. Oh my gosh, sorry.
Then, I don't know, maybe she does like, you know, when people like date somebody for 2 weeks and get their name tattooed, and then they break up and they like replace it with a cat or something. Maybe that's what she's gonna do. She's just gonna replace 512 with 513, you know?
Yeah, okay, makes sense. My bad. I really thought I had that.
Now we need to find out if you are on losing trend or if you've been resurrected. How much faith do you have in your student here?
I'm gonna be honest. A little bit of faith.
A little bit?
Just a little bit.
Well, Totes, I hope you're feeling disrespected right now because you absolutely saved his ass and he is ungrateful. Frogger, you have been resurrected. You are not a losing trend.
God.
Who said Mercy Lucio wasn't a good duo?
Holy moly. Holy moly.
All right, question 6. We have science, English, and math. Where would you like to take us?
Let's do English.
Which hero says the following voice line? You're out of your league, pretty boy. A, Freya. B, Sombra. C, Baptiste. Or D, Ash.
Ooh, this one's good. So I was like, I gotta pretend I'm the character. Yeah, it's Freya. 100%. It's Freya. Lock it in.
Well, I wanted to hear the rest of the impressions.
No, it definitely sounds like a Freya.
No, we're not moving on until I hear all these impressions. You got me hyped for it.
All right, yeah, I'll do Sombra. You're out of your league, pretty boy. Yeah, no, that's definitely not something Sombra would say. Because Sombra says more stuff towards, like, she says more like cutie stuff. Baptiste, maybe he would, but not really sure. And then Ash. Oh, shit. It might be Ash. No, can't. You're out of your league, pretty boy. No, that's definitely sounds like Freya. Yeah, I think it's Freya. I've locked it in A.
All right, your student has locked in D, Ash.
Oh, no. No.
Does that make you feel more or less confident?
Oh, they might get it right. I might have been wrong.
Well, you don't need Totes anymore after that one res. You don't need Totes anymore at all because you did get it right. It is Freya. Freya says this when killing Lifeweaver. All right.
I knew it.
Totes,
I
you
knew
did
it. I knew
well.
It. I knew it.
We're going to replace you now, unfortunately. So go ahead and pick whichever other student you want left. You have 2 to choose from.
Ooh, okay, wait. So wait, I can say what the next subjects are coming up are, so I can look at them and then look at my students, right?
Yep. You can even kind of metagame a little bit, like, you know, if you want to go science, ask if who's better at science or however you want to do it.
Okay, well, all right. Let's see. Wait, what are our options? We have reading, science, and art. Okay. Lechi, how much of a new gen are you?
Wait, what?
How much of a new gen are you? How long you been playing Overwatch for?
Oh, since 2018.
Overwatch 4. We're on Overwatch 2.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. And then, Otter, how long you been around for?
I started playing the game in March. Well, not March. Whenever Overwatch 2 launched.
Damn! What the hell? That's crazy. Okay. Science is ability interactions. Art is skin-related stuff. I want to be honest. I'm gonna go with Litchi for science.
Cool. So we're gonna run it with science.
Yeah.
All right. Which of these abilities cannot damage Baptiste's immortality field once it is fully deployed and in the air under normal circumstances? A, Torbjorn's Molten Core. B, Hanzo's Dragon Strike. C, Reinhardt's Earth Shatter. Or D, Venture's Tectonic Shock.
Okay, so Molten Core has a pretty insane hitbox for the height. Honestly, I've been hit at such dumb spots. Hanzo's Dragon Strike, which is his ultimate. Oh, jeez Louise.
Don't forget, this is question 7. You still have both lifelines left. So if you're feeling a little worried, you can use those lifelines. Better than getting on losing trend.
Okay, let's do a poll.
All right, you're gonna lock in the chat poll?
Yeah, let's do a poll.
I will let you know that as of right now, 126 people have voted C, with second place being 76 voting D.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I believe. Honestly, I thought it might have been C too, but I wanted to double check.
You want to lock it in?
Yeah, let's lock in C. Reinhardt's Earth Shatter cannot damage Baptiste's mortality field.
All right. Your student put D, Venture's Tectonic Shock. The
That can't be
answer is in fact C. So shout out to chat for helping with that one.
Nice.
And it was a
Let's
free
go.
lifeline. So
Nice.
yes, Molten Core and Tectonic Shock have a high enough reach to hit it. Dragon Strike was actually
Yes.
buffed to break deployables some time ago. But Shatter cannot
Yeah, I
reach.
do remember that.
Yep.
I do remember that.
All right, cool. So you're still in the run-in, no losing trend. And you didn't have to spend any money on your lifeline. So let's go.
Yep.
Question 8. We have history, English, and music. Where would you like to go?
Let's do music.
Which of these causes this explosion sound effect? All right, tell me if you could hear this.
Oh, that's easy. That's easy.
What do you
But I'll
think
take my
it
time to
is?
lock that in
Yeah,
so that she
yeah.
doesn't copy me.
Yeah, talk us through your thought process. You know, this is a very hard one.
Well, okay,
Trying to copy me. What?
Oh, don't start with me, mate. So we have Ash's Dynamite, which has more of a... We have Fire's Locked with more charge, bit more of a, like a... And then Junkrat's Concussion Mine is like... You know, and then Bash's Tactical Grenade is like... So, I'm gonna have to lock in C for that one.
All right. Your
C.
student also put C.
Oh, yeah, they copied me.
So, would you be shocked if I told you that was incorrect?
It's not incorrect.
Yeah, it's not incorrect. I'm just. You're just doing too well right now. That like I had to cause some
Believe you.
drama.
I can't believe it.
You got to start getting something wrong at this point. It is absolutely Bastion's tactical grenade. So the hardest part of the game show now is picking your next student. I know there's a lot to choose from here. I know it's overwhelming.
Ooh. Otter name Pop, welcome in, bro. Welcome in. Sorry I picked you last. It's nothing personal, okay? I just don't want to make the
It's everything personal.
Myself being picked last, you know. All right, what's up, bro?
Doing good. I'll give you a little hint. I'm pretty good at lore stuff,
Oh,
and also the
well,
random crap.
we don't have any law stuff up here, so
The random
Well,
crap would
social
fall under
studies then. Let's
social
do-
studies, you know?
let's do
Alright.
social studies. That'd be fun.
Cool. All right, let's run it. What did ex-Overwatch League tank player, I don't know how to say his name, Nene, do with a Graviton
Nene.
surge that led to the coining of the term Nene Grav? A, tried to grab a Pharah mid-air but missed. B, tried to grab the enemy team during overtime but it got deflected. C, tried to grab an invisible Sombra but missed. Or D, landed a 6-man grab that wiped the enemy team.
I know this one perfectly. I know this one like the back of my hand. Picture this, everybody. It's coming down to the final fights. There's a Sombra running around. Nene, on third point Rialto, decides to grab towards this one certain door and causes Sombra and misses. I'm going to lock in C. Boom.
You knew that a little too well. There's
It's
I
iconic.
can't even
It's
bait and
iconic.
be like, are you sure? That might be wrong. Like it's you knew that. Like I just okay, yes, it was C.
NYXL, I think it was NYXL. I don't know who it was versing though. I don't know who.
Oh, we should- if
Nene
you don't-
was on NYXL.
If you don't know who it's versing, then I mean you practically got it wrong, you know?
Oh, here we go.
We are now on question 10. This is your last question before the bonus question. So your last
Okay.
question with the student, your last question to use a lifeline. However, obviously you don't have to use a lifeline. You can keep that whole 200 that you have left to add to your point value at the end. But you are very well
Let's-
on track for getting first place as of right now. So play it smart. Keep it up, and you could be at the top of the leaderboard. All right.
Let's
Science,
do-
reading, or history?
Ooh, I kind of want to do reading just because you know Otter does law stuff, but just in case. Yeah, let's do reading. Let's do reading. Let's do this. Let's see if I remember any law stuff.
Which of the following is not a member of the Deadlock Gang? A, Frankie. B, Julian. C, Elizabeth. Or D, Harvey.
Oh, okay. Ooh, does Otter feel confident right now?
You won't know, I guess. I don't think... You'll never know. I mean, they have locked in their answer.
Man.
No, you're not allowed to help him out. He has to pay money. Know your worth, Otter. You cannot sell yourself for free. He needs to pay money for the lifeline. If you want to be cheap, go do it somewhere else, all right? Not here. We have standards here. Unbelievable.
Let's get a I cannot believe that. Okay, what lifelines do I have, by the way? Just curious.
So you use chat poll, so you don't have chat poll anymore. You have Inforesight, which you can look at your student's answer. You have Winston's Recall, which you can phone a friend. And then you have Duplicate, which is basically you're forced to pick whatever your student picked.
It's like if I did recall, I'd really need to get in contact with someone who I know would definitely know the answer to this sort of thing. But unfortunately, I'm not friends with them on Discord, or I'm not mutuals with them on Twitter, but I know who would know this answer to this question. That's the problem.
Who do you think?
Anyone on Overwatch Twitter would know the answer, I guess.
Just leak your phone number right now. I'm the first person to call you, you know? That's such a good idea.
Okay, which of the following is not a member of the Deadlock game? We can cross out Elizabeth because that is Ash, I think. That's her name. Harvey, Julian, and Frankie.
Everybody is saying to call Flats. Your whole chat is spamming call Flats.
Flats is not going to know the answer to that, bro. Harvey, Julian, or Frankie? Harvey, Julian, or Frankie?
Yeah, I'm Ash. I was hanging out with Harvey the other.
No.
Yeah, I'm Ash. I was hanging out with Julia the other day.
Oh, hey, Ash. Were you hanging out with Frankie the other day?
Yeah, I was hanging out with Frankie the other day. Okay, that's so cool. I'm Cassie, by the way. Don't look at my internet history. Someone hacked me.
Okay. I'm gonna lock it in with. Okay, Julian sounds like a Trailer Park Boy's name, so that's definitely saying in there. Frankie. Let's just go with D, Harvey. I'm gonna D, Harvey.
You're gonna lock it in, not use a lifeline?
Yep. Nah.
Frogger, I'm just gonna let you know your student put B, Julian.
Okay.
Does that make you feel better or worse?
Worse. 100% worse.
Well, I'll let you know that one of you is correct.
Oh.
And it is you.
Yeah! Yeah!
The little RP that you did paid off.
I knew that from the start.
All right, which
I was
means
playing up for the drama, I swear on my life.
you have made it to the final bonus question. This is no lifelines, no student, and no multiple choice. All right, so
Can we call Flats?
you could call Flats to tell him that you're smarter than a Plat player when you get this next one right, but that's about it. Bonus question, we have reading, English, and art. Again,
Okay,
keep
English
in mind,
is-
no
is-
multiple choice.
Oh, I have to tell you the answer myself.
Yes.
Ooh, this will be fun. Okay. All right, let's do English, which is voice line identification and wait, no, wait, how do I can't spell. Let's do art. Name the skin. Find the real skin.
You're right. You're gonna lock it in?
Yes!
Don't forget, if you get this wrong, you have to look at the camera and say, I am Frogger and I'm not smarter than a Plat player. And
Okay.
I'm asking Frogger viewers to please, if this happens, you clip it and you ship it. You don't let them forget about it, okay? All right, we're running it with art.
Interesting. Yep.
You said art, right?
Yep. Let's do art.
All of these heroes have a red and green skin except one. Find the fake.
Red and green skin except one. Find the fake. Okay, Malga. That one's real. The Ash one. We'll come back to that one. The Brig one, 100% real. Anna's one, real. Echo, because Brat Echo, yep, that's real. Ooh, Hazard. Oh. Interesting. Freya, that looks like a default skin and a recolor. Hanzo's, yes. Okay, wait. Malga, Reaper, Freya, Hanzo, Brig, Anna, Echo. Okay. I think it's a...
Are there any that you're sure it's not?
Oh, yeah. So Malga, Reaper, Ash, Freya, Hanzo, Brig, Anna, Echo. Now I'm looking at Baptiste and Hazard here, and these are the two ones that have really catch me a little bit off guard. Simply because the green skin on Hazard looks a little off. You know, when comparing it to the red one. So, honestly, I think potentially I am smarter than a Plat player. Let's lock in Hazard, ladies and gentlemen. Boom!
All right, you're gonna for sure lock it in? How sure are you?
Yep, because I'm very sure, because I'm smarter than a Plat player.
All right. Frogger, I have really good news. It's time to farm you for content because you're gonna look at the camera and say, I am Frogger and I'm not smarter than a Plat player.
My name's Frogger and I'm smarter than a Plat player.
Nope, that's not part of the contract.
My name is Frogger. My name is Frogger, and I am not smarter than a Plat player.
The correct answer was... Do you want to take a second guess off the record? You want me to just tell you?
There's no way it was Freya, right?
No.
It was Bath, wasn't it?
Nope.
It was Malg, wasn't it?
Nope.
It was Brig, wasn't it?
Nope.
It was Anna, wasn't it?
Nope.
Was it Ash?
Nope.
Who was it?
Echo!
Oh my god! Oh no! Oh, I got tricked because I thought that was an epic skin. Oh, I got baited. Oh.
Yeah, the red Echo skin is
That's
the
crazy.
fake one of the group.
Okay, yeah. I think I got baited by Brat Echo. That's crazy.
But there is a chance that you maybe, because that was a good run, there's a chance that you maybe could still be at the top of the leaderboard. Let's find out. Oh, man.
That's good. That's good. That's pretty good.
You
Man,
were
if I-
so close. If you got that last one
If I got
right,
that question right.
oh, you would have smoked the leaderboard. Top 3 though. Okay, you
Yeah.
knocked Spylo off. Honestly, I think
Yeah,
that was a really
yeah.
good run. I think that was a good run.
That was good.
You got the bonus question wrong, but you got everything else right.
GG. A giant gorilla can keep up with me? You can't be serious. I'm the queen bee.